Right then, this is a quick walk around video for a wonderfully clean Honda CR-V. This is a 2-litre EX automatic, finished in white with the optional high-level rear spoiler, just 44,000 miles and in absolutely stunning condition. Car's fantastic in white, these EXs, because they get the black roof and the privacy glass which help break it up. It really does make the car look sensational. I don't normally do my videos here, but they're doing work where we are, so I'm forced down to here at the moment. But notwithstanding, front of the car really clean, lights and lenses are completely clear and intact, bumper exceptionally clean, likewise bonnet hardly shows a stone chip at all. Near side of the vehicle absolutely mirror smooth in the panel work, wonderful. Full set of Dunlop tyres all around, really good tread on them as well. Near side front alloy absolutely unmarked, and that's the one that normally takes all of the bashing. And near side rear again absolutely wonderfully clean. Come around the back of the car, my favourite angle when they've got these spoilers, because it's subtle but it really adds substance to the look of the car. And come on the back again, fantastically clean. Offside, driver's side again, just like looking in the mirror down the side of the car. Offside rear alloy again, fantastic. And the remaining panel work is just wonderfully clean. It's hard to imagine one better than this anywhere. It's just such a clean car. Let's come to the back of the car now. Massive boots on the CR-Vs with the quick folding rear seats. And this one's been kept really, really well indeed. All plastics are lovely and clean. You've got this load liner fitted, which obviously means the carpeted area underneath is in very, very good condition indeed. Let's go into the back of the car. Wide opening rear doors, massive amounts of leg room. The front seats are set for me, and I'm 6 foot tall, so I'm not cheating. Leather work in the back, which can often be very heavily worn where the kids sit, but this one's been treated incredibly gently. Coming to the front on the passenger side, again all the door cards are in lovely condition. Likewise, passenger seat there, been given minimal use. So quickly come to the passenger door, driver's door, last one. Again, really, really clean. Footwell area is lovely and clean. The driver's seat itself shows hardly any wear at all. So inside the car now, engine's running through this section as always, so the dash can be seen illuminated. Dashboard just looks absolutely as new, it's incredibly clean. Sat nav, you can see they're working perfectly. If I pop the car into reverse, that lovely clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as it should. It is in exceptional condition, it really, really is. Come to the main dash binnacle, hopefully you can see 44,658 miles. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's running. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, and it's a 2-litre EX automatic. This particular car is registered FN13YCU, and mileage is 44,658. The reason we do all of our videos, and especially this road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's looking online at our cars, they actually get to see the cars we're advertising actually in operation. We also do it on these generally very quiet country roads, very close to our premises. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, so hopefully then it'd be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, it's a simply lovely example, it really is. And sorry, it's a bit, this time of year the sun gets a bit glary and low, so I'm aware that it might be a bit kind of shiny on the camera, so I do apologise. But yeah, no, press a button, engine starts absolutely instantly and settles to a completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard whilst I'm driving at all. Temperature gauge is running as a third, which is exactly where the car is meant to be on the car. The engines are brilliant. I mean, I've got a 2-litre auto CR-V, you know, my wife drives one. We love them. The engines are so sweet and quiet in operation, really flexible. When they do rev, they don't sound strained like so many cars. It's just a typical Honda 4-cylinder engine, of which, without doubt, you know, the best engine builders in the world. You know, and also obviously the reliability, because you know its reputation in the trade is, you know, there's no more reliable 2-litre engine in the world that we've ever come across. They are incredibly strong with just regular and good servicing. They are cam chain driven, by the way, so there's no cam belts to worry about on them either. But as an engine to use day in, day out, it's a lovely unit, and it works wonderfully with the automatic transmission. The auto box is really slick shifting and reasonably quick for this style of gearbox as well, conventional auto box. And it's obviously, they've set the ratios to extract the best out of the car in terms of both fuel economy and obviously performance. And the gearboxes, like the engines, have a reputation of being incredibly strong and reliable. We've never touched one in all our time selling one. Notwithstanding reputation, of course, you should still do the checks, especially on any automatic. Just make sure when you're stationary and you select drive or reverse, there's no kind of clunks and delays or thuds as they engage, and the gear changes on the move should be very smooth, and they're perfect in the car, absolutely perfect, which you'd expect given such a low mileage anyway. Steering of the car, really nicely done on the CR-Vs. They are just incredibly car-like to drive. Unlike so many manufacturers who seem to think making an SUV is kind of an excuse to make them feel like a commercial van, these just drive as a good car would. So the steering is positive, accurate, nicely weighted, works really nicely with the chassis. It feels incredibly tight and taut on the road. Tracks absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at all at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, but just a nice setup. And likewise the chassis, because, you know, most people know by now that the CR-V is the best-selling SUV in the world, so there's a very good reason for it. It just manages to do everything really, really well. It rides very, very comfortably. It's very nicely damped ride, but when you go through the corners like the one up ahead, which I'll go through a little bit quicker than would do ordinarily, when you go in, just turn in, it's just incredibly unflustered. It sort of flows through corners without lots of body motion going on, and against so many of its competitors can sort of leave you feeling slightly green with a kind of that kind of sort of lurching effect. You know, they go for a pillowy ride, but it's horrible, especially for rear seat passengers around the back. What I'm also looking for on road test, by the way, is any kind of listening of any noises coming from the car that shouldn't be, any sort of clattering or knocking noises. There's absolutely nothing at all. Spot on. Just gonna swing around at this point here. I'll give the brakes a bit of a thump in a second, so I need to hold on to my things to stop them flying everywhere. Get up to speed, so I'm not just doing it as dawdling along. Good solid brake pedal on the car. What I'm looking for in particular on autos is any kind of pulsing or vibration that shouldn't be there, and there's absolutely nothing at all. So coming inside, as you'll know from the Walkaround video, it's in just stunning condition in here, but a lovely place to sit and drive a car with, you know, fantastic visibility all around. Big wing mirrors, you feel confident on the road, you can see the bonnet, there's all sorts of things that will make you feel confident as a driver, but the visibility is certainly one of them. Dashboard itself, again, whilst it's laden with equipment, is actually really simple to operate, and all working perfectly. So you can see sat-nav there functioning exactly as it should. Dual zone climate control system, which gives you the option of having different temperatures side to side. Blows out absolutely ice cold air. Heated seats working perfectly. Dash binnacle in front, really nicely done. It's very simple, beautifully displayed. You just look at the information, take it in, and that's it, which is what you should do, rather than getting sort of a puzzled expression as you're trying to work out what it's trying to tell you. Nice small diameter steering wheel, leather bound, feels absolutely like new to hold as well. This is a four-wheel drive version of the CR-V, albeit there are no buttons to press because, again, Honda worked out really quickly that most people will be doing as I am today, just driving in perfectly good conditions where you don't need four-wheel drive on. Because the problem with permanent four-wheel drive, by definition, it's permanently on, so you end up getting through your tyres more quickly, certainly use more fuel, and it puts a lot more mechanical stress through the car on a more regular basis. The way this works is really simple. Should the front wheels lose grip, it instantly and seamlessly brings in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive. Incredibly effective. I've got a CR-V, my wife's got one as well. We tow the caravan with my one, and I've never come close to getting stuck with it. It's genius in the way it works, and because it isn't working the whole time, that gives it its inbuilt reliability. So, nearly 3 decades selling Hondas now, and we've never touched a four-wheel drive system on any of them using this system, so it is highly regarded. As I said at the start of the video, the point, as brief as it may well be, is just to show the car operating, but to let you know of any issues there may be. There's nothing at all. It drives absolutely, I hate to say it, but it really does drive like new. And that's such a used car cliche, which I'm well aware of, but some cars truly merit it, and this is certainly one of them. As always though, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call.